Welcome to, I'm Lindsay Anderson, and today we're going to do an Ask Me Anything on how to grow an amazing and abundant group coaching business. So I will be live here for about the next hour to an hour and a half, answering any questions you have on how to build an amazing and abundant coaching business, affect a lot of people, and make some money doing it. So if you'll excuse me for a second. Excuse me. Hello. Hello. I have been, Emily, boop, boop. I thought I was good on camera angles, but I wasn't. So please excuse me. It is quite a production to put on these kind of things. So we are in the middle of an amazing workshop. If you are at the Unlaunched Method workshop with me this week, please say I am in the comments. Hey, what's going on? So thanks to everybody who's joined me for the Unlaunched Method workshop. So the thing that I want to mention there is thank you to everybody who's joined me. That's first of all. But second of all, applications to work with myself and my team on growing an abundant group coaching program, both strategically, and we're there to support you on how to actually make these dreams a reality, and they don't even have to take that long. And so we are there, and if you want our expertise, my 20 years of expertise in the field of digital marketing and helping people grow abundant group coaching programs, applications are open. I have programs that range everywhere from $50,000, okay, clear down to $1,500. Now, depending on what your needs are, where you are at, you can fall anywhere in those ranges. But if you want help growing an abundant group coaching program and you want the shortcuts, you don't want to take the long way and learn these lessons for yourself, then what you're going to want to do is actually fill out an application to work with us. So those applications, thank you for the compliments. Fill out an application. Instagram, Emily will be with you guys in a second. Application, or reach out to my team. You can reach out to me, but when I do a call for applications, thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Kathy. I'm so glad you're here. Hello, if you're here, I see so many people here. I know you. Say hello to me, please. This is interactive. You guys are gonna love this. If you haven't shown up with me live, this is where you're gonna be free, because I have a really big problem with going on tangents and sharing things that come to mind, And my Instagram's going a little doo-woppy here. Instagram, uh-oh. Do you guys see me on Instagram? Are we good over there? Do I have to restart this? No. What's happening? Hold on. Oh, okay, that helps. Maybe not. Okay, well, my Instagram is going a little crazy right now. Anyone on Instagram, can you hear me? Okay, anyway. Hey, Jamie, so nice to see you. So I have, like many of you, a big problem in the coaching business is giving away too much information. And so, I had to hire people to be like see on the outside, Lindsay, you're kind of oversharing and you have so much to give, but you've got to cut it back. So over-delivering, big mistake most people are making when they give webinars. What's my point? My point is we have the content in the workshop streamlined so you guys get the information that you need. When I'm on an AMA, I can be a little more free. You know what I mean? So if you haven't seen me on AMA, I'm so glad you're here. Okay, you can hear me. Thank you, Rose. I don't even think it's coming through my earbud. So there we go. I have programs that range everywhere from $50,000 to $1,500, depending on where you're at and what you need. This is kind of what you're looking at. If you're thinking, I want to grow this group coaching program, but this, but that, but I'll wait 3 more days, or I'll wait another month, or I'm gonna put my toe into Lindsay's content, but actually not engage, okay? And actually fill out an application. You guys are here, fill out an application, okay? Work with me on this call. This call will be to see if you are a good match for any of our programs. Now, I help people in a very specific slice of the whole coaching demographic. That they have to have like this very specific type of problem in order for me to hop in and figure it out. And my brain works of like, I can see someone, I can be like, I know exactly how to set that up. Okay, and if you are that kind of person, then I will invite you to, I will tell you what I prescribe for you on the coaching call. I will say, well, it won't be a coaching call, but I will say, I think you should come in here. I can help you with this problem. So hop on a call. It's only for clarity, okay? When we hop on this application call, well, we're looking for clarity for you. Now, I'm sure there's people here who I have had these calls with, okay, over the past week. I've had over 30 of them. If you're in the audience, tell people that even if I did or didn't extend an invitation to you to work with us, if I didn't think I could help you, okay, either way, that call was worth its weight in gold. I am a very good coach. I am very good at seeing what is keeping you stuck. I am very good at seeing the business model that will get you to $1 million. That's my secret power. Okay, it may not be that impressive. I'm not Spider-Man or anything, but I can definitely see that. And so there you go. Get on a call. You'll have clarity either way. I'm going to leave the call either telling you, yeah, you should sign up for XYZ program because this is what your 2023 could look like. Or, yeah, you're probably not a good fit right now, but this is your next step. Stop being stuck. Stop being stuck. I'm giving you an opportunity to not be stuck. You're here on this live. You are here on this live, which means I'm pretty sure, this is my innocent look. And by innocent, I mean, yeah, let's be straight here. I am sure that you want to, if you have been here for more than a couple minutes, okay, then you are the kind of person who wants to share their life's calling through a group coaching program. That this is the thing that keeps coming up for you, but you don't know why it's not happened for you yet, or why it's so hard, or you're stuck at a certain level, or you're at 500K and you want to make $1 million, or why you can't dominate the world because your message is that powerful. I service people that expand all of those. The point is, it's coming from your soul and you want to sell it and you're not sure how. And you're on this live with me right now and I'm like, hey, weird. You asked the universe, hey, universe, I kind of want to fill my soul's calling and fill a group coaching program and make a lot of money doing it. Can you please help me? And then here we are on this live. Hi. Weird how the universe delivered up a Lindsay Anderson live for you to see. He's providing. The universe is providing. Okay, Jamie, I'm looking forward to that question. Okay, so here I am. Get on that call. Otherwise, I mean, you're in for. The universe will serve it up in another week or 2 weeks or another opportunity. Just like this is an opportunity, take me up on it. Fill out the application. Fill it out. Okay? I'm going to answer Jamie's question. I want you to fill out the application. Here we go. AMA! Jamie asks, okay, get your questions ready. Thank you. I love how you mix business and spirituality. Let me tell you a secret. So do I. Because they work together really well. In fact, when you join my coaching programs, I know everyone here is even on this page, okay? People in my coaching programs, like we're all on that same page there, okay? We're all fifth dimension. We all know the universe is helping us co-create these amazing businesses. And so when we speak about that and when we utilize that and really awesome, accessible, actionable, practical strategies to make money, it's awesome. It's awesome. Okay, Jamie says, if you could not market your services outside the state of South Carolina, 5.2 million people would you still niche down really hard, or would you choose a different strategy? I would niche down really hard. There you go. Ha! I can expound. 5.2 million people is a huge audience. You are always, write this down. Write this down. Yeah, you guys are gonna get some singing today. And I'm not even a singer, okay? Write this down. Write this down, okay? Problem. What's the, you are, okay. Let me get my thoughts straight. Jamie's question to me seemed like she wanted to look at a demographic here and be like, women in their 40s, that XYZ, 1, 2, 3, okay, whatever. But she never even brought up a problem, which means you're not even asking her a question, Jamie. I'm sorry, I have to pick on you. I love you, okay? Problem, if you're still saying niching, okay? If you guys can't solve any problem, okay, let me put it this way. Okay? Okay, what's a really good infomercial product? What's your favorite infomercial product? The Sham Wow. Sham Wow. You know what? I've always wanted to write the word Sham Wow on a whiteboard, okay? And today is my dream day. Sham Wow. Look it up, guys. So I'm 99% sure that Sham Wow is it's like one of those overnight TV products. And the thing it solves is like it dries your car without streaks. Okay? And so the thing doesn't wash your car. It doesn't get bugs off your car. It doesn't help it doesn't shine your car. It doesn't do anything with your car. All it does is help you dry your car efficiently without streaks. Sham Wow makes a lot of money. He knows how to find a problem. That is also his niche. People who want Sham Wow to dry their car without streaks. Period. When you're selling a coaching program, you have to view, if you can view it that simply, be like, I help people XYZ, period. And like the more fine-tuned it is, like Karen Carr. If you didn't watch that interview, okay, Karen Carr, she knows a lot. And I know the people that I attract know a lot. By the way, ask your questions in the comments. Oh, I know, Jamie. I know that wasn't for you. I didn't think you were marketing in South Carolina. I was like, I know exactly. For the record, Jamie's not niching down to South Carolina. Okay. Ask your questions. I'm on Instagram. I'm everywhere. So, where was I? You know what? Forget it. I don't remember where I was. So, I know what's going to cause some questions for you guys is this. We're gonna go over the Millionaire Maker funnel, and if you guys have any questions while I'm going through it, you can ask, okay? So, Millionaire Maker funnel, I hope you can see that on Instagram. It's pretty crappy on Instagram. You'll have to go on YouTube or Facebook, or you can just listen. I think you'll pick up what I'm putting down over there on Instagram. Okay, first I'm gonna answer Steve's question. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cover the Millionaire Maker funnel, but I will answer questions if they come in. For those that wanna know and stay tuned, Millionaire Maker funnel is how every 6- and 7-figure coaching business that I consult with, how they have it set up. When you guys see where you're going, okay, it's going to make a lot of sense why you do the steps in a certain order. So you're going to want to stay tuned for that. That's coming hot at you, okay? Thank you. Hey, Mary Lou, nice to see you. Okay, Steve. How do I go? Okay, Emily, you're getting these questions? Okay, Emily, all we had to do was a call for questions, and that totally worked. So, Emily, I'm looking at that doc. So we're going to start with Steve. Okay, here we go. How do I niche down golf? Main problem is consistency, which when probed leads to consistently lower scores. Golf has many skill levels, so do I serve all or just putting, driving? Love your work. Steve, great question. So, Steve, my board is kind of a mess right now. We're only going to use blue today. So, Steve is back asking the wrong question. Okay, so Steve, if I were you, well, so first of all, actually, hold on. Steve, number one, if I were offering one-on-one coaching, so tell me in the comments, Steve, do you offer one-on-one coaching? So around golf, certainly you should be charging like, you know, several $1,000s to be someone's private coach around golfing. And like, you need to be like, we'll meet on the green. And then as you're practicing, then I'll be in your back pocket on WhatsApp or Voxer to kind of help you out or whatever. So you need to, number one, if you are coaching one-on-one, you have to determine this this positioning situation. This is so important. So important. This is quality and this is cost. Okay? You have to know your positioning because you have to speak the dialect of the people that you're servicing. And what do I mean about dialect? Okay? Let's say that you are high quality and high cost. Okay, that means you're servicing like experts. And so when Steve goes to sell his coaching, he has to speak expert lingo. He can throw in some more jargon. People know what the different putting greens are. Like not putting greens, but the different clubs are, right? So he can talk at their level. But if Steve does not decide what this is, then sometimes Steve is going to explain to people what a putter is. And this goes for all of your guys' social media. This is marketing. This is everything. This is how you do it. This is so important. Okay? But Steve didn't listen to me. He says he's a fan of my work, but he didn't listen to me. Okay? And he doesn't care about this. He thinks he can just talk to whoever, whenever, and Lindsay's diagram is for people who are not as smart and brilliant as he is, okay? Steve, no disrespect. So sometimes he explains to you what a putter is, and sometimes he busts out some brand name putter. I should probably use an example. I know actually something about some brand name putter that like only experts use. If Steve doesn't know what that is, he is not positioned well, and people won't understand. Like when he's talking to a high price customer and you explain putters to them, they're like, he's not for me. He's not for me. So Steve, that's my first piece of advice. My second piece of advice is I would not focus around putting or driving. For you, I would focus on level. Are they intermediate? What is their goal? What problem are they trying to solve? I'm trying to what? Get like, I know a little bit about tennis, at least more than I know about golf, but I'm trying to get to the next like rating level, or I'm trying to enjoy my game more, or are you like my amazing customer, John Ashton, who helps people play business golf? And not go out and make an ass of themselves if they don't know how to play golf, but golf is actually super strategic for making connection. So, Steve, you are kind of asking the wrong question. Does that make sense? You have to speak the dialect. If you guys don't understand what dialect you're speaking, it's your marketing and everything is going to sound like gobbledygook because, like it or not, people who make a lot of money, okay, they talk a different way than people who have not found that yet. Okay, you still with me there, Instagram? Oh, yeah, I should work. I'm going to work on the view on Instagram. They're like, it's backwards. And trust me, I know when I say niching, positioning, and messaging, you're like, just give me a hardcore strategy. That is so fluffy. I don't even know what to do with it. Okay? I know. It is so important. Understand it. If you have resistance around those 3 principles and you're struggling and you're stuck in your coaching business, figure those out. That's where ease is. Now, I do have a coaching program that can help you with some of that. All of my coaching programs will help you with that. So if that's ringing true and you don't know what I mean, but you're like, yeah, what she says is true, fill out an application. Fill out an application. All right, Sheila. Sheila. I don't know, is there a song called Sheila? Here we go. All right, little stretch. Let's warm it up, okay? Terry, I want to answer Terry's question too. Hi, Terry. Okay. Gosh, everybody who I've had calls with this week, man, you guys are so cool. So expert. So amazing. Oh my gosh. You're going to love everybody who is joining the program. For the people who are already in it and people who are in my community, doing this thing together. You know we're making magic in there. Wait until you meet our new friends. Okay, sorry. Oh, hey, Sarah, how's it going? Okay, here we go. Sheila, I'm lost. I'm pretty sure, I don't know what Sheila has to say here, but I'm pretty sure you're all thinking the same thing. I'm lost. I have all the parts, but my systems are all over the place. Is it possible to start bringing in income right away once we start working with you? Sheila, great question. I know that depends on what I have in place. Don't know if I can, I'll tell you why I laughed here in a second after I read this question. Don't know if I can do another work with me for 6 months and maybe you'll make a lot of money someday program. Is that part of what you help us to work on? Sheila, who here say yes? I want to see a lot of yeses if you know exactly what Sheila is talking about. Work with me for 6 months and I'll help you make money. Okay, Sheila, you know what? This is the perfect time. Sheila, if you will allow me, okay? This is the perfect time to bring up the Millionaire Maker coaching funnel. I'll tell you what I teach, Sheila. I'm not going to go over in depth. We're going to go over what the pieces are. This is one-on-one coaching. This is group. This is signature. This is low cost. This is freebie. When you work with me, when you come in, so remember, here's the thing, you guys have to remember about this. Our customers consume this going downward. Unless you want to take the long way, you want to build this upward, which means, Sheila, that we're going to be looking at your one-on-one coaching. The number one reason why yes, you want to do group, and that is what I want for you, and that is what that program is, and it will show you how to do that. Or my coaching, honestly, I can meet you at any level here. Wherever level you are here, I will help you. So Sheila, I don't know what your situation is, but if you're struggling with revenue, we need to raise the price of this, add more value in this, get you more conversations, because when you bring in revenue, people get stuck on the funnel because they don't have revenue. It's going to kill you guys. Business revenue is everything. It's scary. It's not scary, but it is dead serious. When you run out of cash flow, you're done. It doesn't matter if you have invoices that are paid 10 months from now. I know you guys know this, but if you don't have cash flow, you will die. So the best way to do cash flow is focusing here. This is low tech. I'm going to say no tech. You have social content. You have IE event, and you have enrollment call. Now, depending on, these are the skills you guys have to have. Okay, they're skills. And so depending on where Sheila is at, my goal, so I laughed because I won't ever offer anybody a coaching program that I would not be 100% confident in even that person's ability, action taker, can-do person. Like I know, and they have a program that, anyway, it doesn't matter how I qualify them. I just know. So I would never take on somebody that I wouldn't think would get an ROI right away. Okay? Because I want to know why? Because I understand. Like, I'm not into you guys punishing yourself. Hard work. I don't follow this coaching program. You got to slog it out for 10 years and get your, get what's coming to you. Like pay your dues to the internet marketing gods. No. You want real practical strategies and you're ready to listen and take action, you can easily make that money back. Okay? So no, I'm more about revenue. I'm more about revenue to answer your question. Here we go. Terry, how do I group coach with hypnosis? Okay, great question. So Terry, why don't you share with us so the question is, Terry, are you coaching people around hypnosis or do you want to include that in the tool belt? So this is what I'm experiencing based on so many people who have a lot of hypnosis skills right now in the chat. So it looks like this. Hypnosis, from what I understand, so it is not my specialty, but I do coach a lot of people who use this skill set to improve their coaching programs. And so typically it looks like they're trying to help people solve a problem. So Terry, it goes back to this problem. And trust me, you all have a problem that you can solve. Okay? It's inside of you. It's like almost part of like your DNA. It's like part of why we're here on this planet is because you're here to help people solve a problem. You just need to know what that is. That's your soul's calling. Okay? So with hypnosis, you're helping people solve problems. So the question is for Terry, it's not can I help people with a group coach with hypnosis? It's what problem do I solve and how can hypnosis provide the tool? How can hypnosis be the tool to help them actually get there? And so you can set up a group coaching program. You give them recordings, you give them check-ins, you give them worksheets on how often they did the hypnosis to solve the problem. Again, you want to focus on community because once they're in your community, then they get more upward momentum. So there is a lot of ways to utilize hypnosis in your coaching. Can we remove the name off the screens as we can see the presentation? Oh, I'm sorry, Graham. Yeah, you got it. You got it, man. You got it. Thank you. I'll just read this and then I'll take it off, okay? And for hypnosis, and for a hypnosis coaching program. Thank you, Mary Lou. Mary Lou is definitely Mary Lou. Go talk to Mary Lou Rodriguez, this powerhouse of an amazing woman who will change. Sorry, this is not an advertisement for Mary Lou yet. She's just amazing. Look her up. Sorry, Mary Lou. I'm sure you understand. Just kidding. If you want to improve your money mindset, Mary Lou's the gal for you. Here we go. What are your thoughts on educational sales videos? I found they are very intensive to put in place and require tons of money in Facebook ads and to maybe get the right people in the door. Is there a better way to get in front of the right people without constant launches or money in Facebook ads? Yeah, Sheila, that's the exact problem that I solved in my workshop. I think you were at the workshop. So definitely, I'll tell you what the secret is. Launching is emotionally exhausting. And I would say for most people who are executing launches without a professional's help, it's really hard to get an ROI on them. So you have to have a strategy to fill the blanks in the middle. So what that strategy is, are you guys ready? Here is the strategy. Before I go through the strategy, I'm going to say this, which is there are 5 ways to get quality leads for group coaching. This is it. it boiled down. Stop looking, okay? These are your options. I'm going to sum it up for you so you don't have to go down some YouTube rabbit hole. Okay, here we go. Number 1. Search engine optimization. You get some blog post out on Google. They read. They're in pain. You have this really sexy funnel on the other side that actually gets them into your coaching program, or at least on an enrollment call. Number 2, that's Google. Problems with Google. You know what? Let's be colorful. Problems with Google. It's going to take 6 to 9 months. It's going to cost you some money. And you have to have a team. Period. End of sentence. The traffic is really high quality though. But that's just the facts. Okay, number 2. Paid ads. The problem with paid ads, very risky. Very risky. Facebook can pull the plug on you anytime. I had a customer, you guys will love this. I had a customer, she was spending over, we were running $10,000 a day in ads. And she called up and said, my Facebook, actually I think we found out first because we're always in there when we are supporting clients around ads. And we realized that we were no longer in her ad account, like something went wrong. And so we got in touch with the client, and come to find out, Facebook had canceled her account. At $10,000 a day, they were still running. You could not access them. And Facebook's response, and she was like, my card is still running. I can't get into my account. I need to like stop those ads. And Facebook's response was, this is how very little they care about you. Facebook's response was, yeah, sorry, you're going to have to actually go to the bank and to your bank to stop the charges. Like, we're not stopping those. At $10,000 a day, that is how they treated her. So when you're dealing with an organization such as that, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. It's risky. They change things. There's no agreement. It takes a lot of, paid ads. You guys are, like most of you are probably here because I ran paid ads. So don't get me wrong, but they can be risky, okay? Risky, you have to plan for an ROI. Otherwise, you're throwing money into a fire wondering which dollar bill is going to grow a tree. It's not pleasant, okay? So you have to have a plan, which means like you have to have the system, and it has to be like a proven thing. Like you have to have proven it before. Okay, next up. Let me take a drink. Relationships. You know what? For this one, I'm going to put a little asterisk because this is a really, really amazing option. And it will fuel you, okay? It will fuel you for forever. So don't discount relationships that you have with other people in your space, other people who have adjacent problems to the one that you solve, okay? Because they will send you people, and you can send people back and forth. It's one more reason why if you solve just one problem, then other coaches and other people who need that problem solved for their niche, they'll just send them to you. But the problems with relationships and affiliates is time, so much time. I don't need to tell you guys how to build relationships. You got to put some time in, and you got to find the right people, and you have to make a connection, and you definitely want to plan. So it can take some time. And also that relationships unreliable. Okay, unless you set up an affiliate program or something. Okay, if you set up an affiliate program, which you should, but this is in general what happens with relationships. Then we have launches. That's when you teach something, you get people really excited, they solve a problem for your target market. Everybody raise their hand that wants that problem solved right now. That becomes like your amazing people that will enroll because they have that problem right now. They raise their hand. So you nurture them and bring them in. That's a launch. So the problems of the launch are emotionally exhausting. You're like this production that we put together for you guys over the past week or so. It's a production. We've been planning it for 3 weeks. We put a ton of thought into it. We have to provide a high quality experience that gives you guys transformation. And so there's a lot of planning and reminding, like it is almost as exhausting as a live event. Plus you're on and you're teaching and you're basically like, hey, here is my life's work. Do you love it? And a lot of people are like, maybe. Or they're like, yes, but some people are like, maybe. And that kind of sucks. Okay? So it's emotionally exhausting and effectively, you can really only run that 3 times a year because you need an audience, and your audience that you're building on social media and stuff will be like exhausted if you, like it won't be special if you do it more than 3 or 4 times a year. Okay? And it's the specialness that prevents people from being like, I'll just buy it next month when you launch again. Right? So that leaves us with, and this is to answer Sheila's question. So this is a social media. That is your option. Is a solid and a simple social media content strategy that builds a high quality audience. Then you need to know how to get that audience off of social and onto an enrollment call. And the key is, you want to know what the key is to those? The key is right now in 2023. This is paid coaching information. So write it down. You're in my free coaching program right now. Okay? Invite only event. If you don't know what that is, we can answer some questions. Go and watch yesterday's bonus session. Get your hands on my bonus session from yesterday, Sheila. When you implement, and you will understand what the strategy, you invite people, you get them on an enrollment call, okay? You tell them you're going to solve this problem, solve it in a sexy way, boom. That's how you fill it up between launches. Watch the bonus from yesterday. Go to unlaunchmethod.com if you don't have access to replays. You need those. Okay? It's simple, guys. It's simple. If you think it's hard or you think there's a catch or you don't think you can do it, okay, that's another problem. Woo! We are just blasting through nap time, aren't we, guys? Just kidding. Does your programs help with facilitation skills? Great question, Sarah. So facilitation skills, the better you are at helping people achieve a transformation, the more well-known your program will be, the more you can your program will be so easy to run because it's nothing for you to solve this problem, okay? You solve this problem with one hand tied behind your back and one eye closed. This stuff is easy. And so what's my point? My point was facilitation. So when you have an amazing and abundant group coaching program that's evergreen and auto-filling, you want to learn how to do facilitation skills. You want to learn how to manage people on Zoom. And there's tips and tricks for helping, building an amazing container that achieves transformation. Yeah. There's a way to build that, to harness the power of the freaking universe to help everyone co-create the group coaching program of their dreams. And so, yeah, Sarah, we do. I'm in love with facilitation skills. Sheila, I was focusing bottom up and had a bad coach take all my money and convince me that the top was the way. Sheila, guys, You will die if you give up. No, you know what? I'm putting my foot down. Sheila, thank you for lighting a fire under me. That's all I needed was a little more caffeine and some fire lit under me today, you know? I was really falling asleep there. Just kidding, I wasn't at all. I love this. I want to talk about something. This whole free situation, okay? Free versus paid. So there is do not get me wrong. I do not want anyone quoting me about Lindsay said to not do free, okay? You're not allowed to say that because there is room for free. Sure, when you don't have experience, a proven system, and you have a plan for getting your tail out of free, okay, then you can offer free. Why am I doing free? When you know I have a plan on why I'm doing free, I want this subset of information. And when I get that information, I will be done doing free. When we just do free because we don't value ourselves and we don't have a plan and we think we're always going to be doing free. And this also goes for undervaluing your coaching programs, how much you're charging, everything. I want to tell you something, okay, about the self-value scale, which I am going to draw because I love the self-value scale. And then I will get to some more questions. But when you do this, you are automatically, every time you say free to someone or every time you say, I can't believe I have to do this for $500 or whatever, right? Your ego gets a little nasty sometimes. Mine is always nice, always. But you're undervaluing yourself, then your self-value falls. And when your self-value falls, you cannot get out of this endless washing machine and see yourself out of it. Because the best way to sell, not the best way, the only way to sell coaching easily, authentically, without a problem is increasing your self-value. 100%. Yes, I have lots of strategies. And I know how to help you sell coaching programs, and I know all the things, but if you are at every turn not valuing yourself, what you bring to the world, how you show up, what you're here to offer, your light, which is inside of you, it is inside of you. I see it. It's in everyone. Everyone has it. Everyone. But when you constantly, it's hard to help get you set up with strategies if you don't think you're worth it. But we help you with all of this. It's all tied together. Someone complimented me. Thank you for teaching spirituality and business. To me, I taught strategies for way too long to people who did, and myself, who didn't value themselves or the change they can bring to the world. It's pretty hard to sell coaching that way. So you got to work on both, okay? I did not have this figured out. Hell no. Nobody does. That's what you want. We want to realize who we are inside. We are amazing. We're here to change the world. That's it. Free. So free is tricky. Free is tricky. I'm going to show you the self-value scale. I'll tell you, by the way, there's a QA tonight. Emily, that's at 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock Pacific QA. If you want to learn how to apply these principles, how am I drawing on myself? Okay. If you want to learn how to apply these principles to like real life coaching businesses and group coaching programs, make it to that QA tonight. It's going to be really awesome. It's going to be really awesome and powerful. It's one of my favorite ways to learn. And if you like how I teach, which you're here, thank you very much for joining me. If you like the way that I teach, you're going to love the way that I coach. So I pride myself in being one of the best coaches in the industry, both to help you with this belief issue, because belief, if you can't break that belief by, the strategies are going to be a tough a tough hill to climb for you if they work at all. So you got to tackle both. You got to know the strategies that are practical and they make money and they're actionable and they're easy and they're not complicated and they're authentic. That's a big list, but that's what I offer. Okay. And if you're bumping up against something, then we look at the beliefs. Okay. Oh, thank you. Jamie, in response to Sheila's comment, says, I can't see where Sheila is writing her comments, but I made my investment back in about 4 weeks after starting in Lindsay's program. Yeah, it's for me, it's not about the money. Okay, I have to charge something. That's how coaching works. That's how all coaching works. And honestly, the more it stings and the more you want to dry heave at the price tag, the better you're going to be. Like the better off, the more action you're going to take and the more you're going to learn and the more that skill is going to be part of your everyday life. Okay, I'm reading some comments. Zion, at the moment, I find it challenging to niche down. I'm working with women who have different problems connected to the womb and menstrual cycle. I can see similarities, but still different. Would you say I should focus on a specific thing? Great question, Zion. I'm rereading it. I'm working with women who have different problems connected to the womb and menstrual cycle. Okay, so Zion, there is. So the question is, so you are such a specialist, okay? Zion, very good, very good. So she's working with women, the womb. Okay, I really need to put these lids on. So I'm wondering, because you are such a specialist about womb, right? Like I haven't heard of a coach around a womb and stuff like that. And so what would the problem be? It would be the problem you solve is not more like menstrual or womb before the baby or whatever. The problem you solve is how can I, okay, so you're going a little too niche, and these are the problems you're going to make when you guys niche down and why you need a professional to help you, okay, is this. Because now I've spent the whole week saying, niche down, and then niche down again, and niche down again, and then all of a sudden Zion shows up, and unfortunately, I believe that I know she has niched down too much, because like then if you go after women with just like prepping the womb for birth, okay, versus like menstrual cycle womb care, so that's too niche, because like women are just barely waking up to the fact that like the womb is a power center and it is something that we can care for and we should cherish, and whatever other things amazing Zion teaches about this, okay? I have a womb and I house 3 kids there. So yeah, so really Zion, you've gone too deep and instead you want to pull up, and the problem you solve is probably along the lines of how to best utilize, like don't use this verbiage. You have to use the verbiage from your clientele, but something around maximizing your connection to your womb. So like I can relate to this when I was pregnant, you know, it was like, I am housing this child. What can I do on the outside that's affecting the inside? Like basically you're the womb care person. I hope that makes sense. Okay. My view on joint ventures are, hey, they're freaking awesome. This is from Graham. Joint ventures are awesome. That's what I mean about relationships. Remember when I highlighted relationships here? It's because you want to keep this thing fueled up. You're not going to be relying on ads at the top, okay? Let's say you're running the Millionaire Maker coaching funnel and you're doing it like you are maximized, okay? You definitely have some joint ventures going with other people in your industry, because that's what takes your launch from like 500K to like multiple 7 figures. It's not ads. Sure, it's ads, it's audience, but it's also joint ventures. And so big piece of advice, guys, as you're working your way to where, you know, to the Millionaire Maker coaching funnel, keep your eyes out for other people in your industry that want to connect with you, that you can connect with, that you can go on Instagram with, that you can coach in their coaching programs. These relationships will pay off in spades as you both grow. There is power in people. You do not want to do this on your own. You don't. In all of the ways, without a mentor and without a community and without other coaches in your industry. True. Thank you, Zion. Mary Lou, I'm blown away by the amount of value you offer. Thank you for sharing that about Facebook ads. You're welcome, Mary Lou. No problem, Sheila. No problem. Okay, I'm just reading. Okay, I don't have any more questions here. I'm going to go over the self-value scale. Stay tuned. Emily, I think I got good, right? I'm good. I'm looking at that doc. I think we're good. Okay. You guys are going to come to that QA, right? Oh my gosh, it's going to be so cool. Thank you, Emily. Oh my gosh, my team has been so great this week. Oh my. So I had a coaching call. Amazing. Our coaching calls are so awesome. You guys need to sign up just for the community, you know? They're so cool. Anyway, had a coaching call at 10 this morning. Then I am doing that. No, wait. Then I taught the last of the unlaunch method at 11 in the Zoom. And now I'm on the AMA. I am losing my voice. Zion says, thank you. Yes, exactly what I've been doing. Focusing on helping women deepen their connection with the womb. But that can be connected to so many things that it gets too broad at times. Zion, you just need to get on a call so we can look at that, okay? We need to look at that because it is important. You know, on social media, listen up. Okay, here we go. You guys need to hear this. Let's say, I'm just going to use Zion as an example. This is the danger Zion's going to run into, okay? Let's say she decides her problem is, well, she goes too broad with the womb thing. So she creates content around when you're about to have a baby. These are a few things that you need to do to become more connected with your womb. And every piece of content that Zion makes is for women who are housing this child in their womb. And I don't know about you guys, but when I was pregnant, okay, like I'm obsessed. Like I had all of the baby books in all the different ways and all the midwife's books and like all the books and I'm how to, you know, help the child for the first year and then how to play Mozart in the stomach and like all this. I'm obsessed. And so when I see Zion's post every day on Instagram and it's about this lovely little angel that's about to come down and cause pure hell in my life. Oh, wait. I mean, this little angel is going to come down and cause me more happiness than anything. Both can be true. I stand by what I said. I'm obsessed with it. So it's all about babies and babies this and babies that. But the second that Zion posts or like decides to go on some tangent of content and decides to talk about what happens when you're what is it when you get older? Like after you've had a hysterectomy and like you're in menopause. That's what I'm looking for. Menopause for the win. And you're in menopause, right? Like the pregnant gal's not going to really care. She's going to be like, that's like 40 years away. I'm trying to have a baby. I'm just warming up here. Unfollow. That's what you're going to run into. That's what you're going to run into. You have to be careful. It also goes back to dialect. You are so welcome, Zion. I'm so glad you've been here. Okay, let's go over the self-value scale. Oh, I love the self-value scale. So this was taught to me by a gentleman by the name of, go find him on YouTube. His name is Duran Yitzhak Kieber. Okay, he taught me this. Life changer. Life changer. By the way, go and fill out an application. Applications to work with me are closing tonight. Okay? We're going to hop on a call. You fill out an application to work with us. I'm like a doctor. On these calls, I'll prescribe to you what I think your next steps will be. I'm very good at it. I'm a very good coach. You want to get on this call because the more time you spend with me, okay, the more time you spend with me, an expert in the thing that you want to do, the better off you're going to be. Period. End of sentence. Surround yourself with people who are where you want to be. That is how you learn how to speak the dialect. Remember how we talked about dialect? Okay. So you guys come to me, you'll come to me and say, tell me the strategies to grow my group coaching program, especially in between launches. I give you the answer, but then I also tell you some other news, which is that works really, really well, but you also have to have a big fat dose of self-value for it to really, really take fire. So that's when we bring up the self-value scale, and it looks like this. This is like your potential as a business owner and as a human being over here. And like, let's say 10 is like your vision for like, whoa, my life is really that in money and relationships and wealth, like mind blowing. Okay. You can, by the way, I'm about to explain to you how you can have that life. In fact, you should have that life. In fact, your whole being on this planet is to have that life. You just have to allow yourself to have it. But let me explain. So, and this is also a shortcut for freaking getting what you want in life, in business. So typically, this is how it goes. Do, have, be. This is what, so at the top of the hour, I was talking about life is happening for you, not to you. Life is happening to you is very much what this looks like, okay? So in modern society, we are taught, if you do the things, if you are, no disrespect to Gary Vee, no disrespect, but if you Gary Vee and you hustle and you do the thing and you work and you really, really torture yourself and it's really, really hard and oh my God, and just blah, 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 okay? If you do all those things, which is where so many of you guys are, then you can have what you're looking for. You can have the money and the freedom, okay? And then you will finally, this is an arrow, then you will finally be, you'll finally be happy and fulfilled. Thank God, I can't wait to get there. Is that what you think? But here is a shortcut, straight up shortcut. Bye-bye. We don't want that. Here's what we want. You want to be, do, have. You're gonna mix it up. And so instead, you're gonna, who's giving me an angry face? Who angry faced me? Okay. When you're B, when you show up, what is B? So when you, there's the shortcut. You be, then you'll actually do the things that are required to do. You'll show up on live. You'll pour your heart out. You'll invite people to enrollment calls. You won't be scared of social selling. You'll actually time block and respect yourself. You'll do those things, and then you'll have your happy and fulfilled life. But this B thing, what does this look like? Literally, you have to know this, because the thing that's going to get in the way of this B, are you ready for it? It's going to screw you over every time. Other people. You're going to be like, I'm going to put my pants on like a 7-figure business owner puts their pants on. So you stand up a little bit taller, okay? And you're in your closet alone. Nobody sees you stand up as a 7-figure business owner and put your pants on. But it is an internal game. That's actually the only time it matters. But what's going to happen is you're going to only run when the coach is looking. Am I the only one that in PE ran when the coach was looking? I'm sorry, I'm not much of a runner. And so when you run, when just the coach is looking, okay, you end up doing it for other people. So when other people show up on a live and you're like, okay, I'm going to channel my inner 7-figure business owner, but I'm doing it so that they will see that I am. It doesn't work. Other people are going to screw you up because there's just like a lot of problems that run into this. And so my biggest piece of advice for being that person who has an abundant group coaching program, who makes more time, more money, more freedom, more impact, you have to learn how to be by yourself. It's an internal game. It's only for you. I'm putting these pants on just for me because I am a 7-figure business owner. So let's finish the self-value scale, and then I will get to some more questions. So you have little b, do, have. And then when you learn how to be your next version of yourself, then you get a little bit bigger. And then you can learn how to be an even bigger version of yourself. And you go up the self-value scale. And you can shortcut this by being that person. You have to believe it in yourself first. So the definition of self-value has three ingredients, elements. They are, number one, the level. What level permission do I give myself? Do I think I can be a Tedx speaker? Or am I actually just like a Chamber of Commerce kind of a speaker? It's up to you. What do you really believe you can be? Okay? So the level, what level do you grant yourself of permission? Well, okay, I want to be a Chamber of Commerce. I want to actually be a TEDx speaker, okay? What level of permission do I give myself to actually act like a TEDx speaker, okay? I walk into a social event, and a TEDx speaker walks into a social event in a bit of a special way, but you're kind of like, people are like staring at me, weird. Like, what if people think I'm walking too confidently? Or whatever else, okay? Permission. Give yourself permission to be that person regardless of what others think or what you're gonna ruffle feathers with when you start showing up with some self-value, okay? Your husband's gonna be like, what's gone into you? Okay, or he won't, one or the other. Then three, I allow myself. So there you have it. It is the level of permission to have, the level of permission that I allow myself to have to live the life that I want. The level of permission that I allow myself to have to live the life that I want. That is the secret. That is the unseen secret to growing a successful group coaching program. Okay. Graham says, customer lifetime value. How is it easy to calculate? It is not that easy to calculate, Graham, and it's heavily dependent on how you have your coaching business set up and offers that. You can select a variety of different ways to segment your customers' acquisition method when you are able to make a prediction of the lifespan worth of each. Yes, that is true, Graham. And really, when you outline yourself in the Millionaire Maker coaching funnel, the whole process of systems. This is how you actually are a millionaire, okay? Systems. And so systematically, you're going to know X amount of people buy my signature program, X amount of people buy my one-on-one, X amount, like this gets you off the revenue roller coaster because you know what to expect because you have everything in a system. Graham, I always recommend looking at customer lifetime value once you have the funnel. If you don't know, like you should always start calculating customer lifetime value, even when it's in the red. It's so important. Zion says, you're so hilarious and amazing. I'm so happy I found you in your work. Thank you, Zion. Sheila, I can't wait for our talk tomorrow either. Okay, speaking of, Sheila and I talk tomorrow. You also have an opportunity to talk to me tomorrow. Hi. So get on a call with me. Applications are open to work with me. I have programs that range everywhere from $50,000 down to $1,500, depending on where you are at. I am like a doctor and a surgeon on these calls. I'm like Wolverine. I am the best I am at what I do. And what I do is help people grow group coaching programs that will afford them more time, more money, more freedom, more impact. What I said here makes sense. I understand. But applying it, and you know what? We're going to finish this up with the most important message of the week, okay? Well, I mean, nothing's more important than self-value. But I got to end with strategy. I gave you super simple strategies. So simple. So simple. They are accessible. They don't cost you anything. You're not going to get into my coaching programs and I'm going to turn around and tell you I have to spend $1 million. That's not how it works. No, these are accessible. They are simple. They are strategic from start to finish. And if you are struggling with this, you need to get on a call with me. If I put these 3 words on the board and you're like, I don't know what those are, so they must not be that important. You don't know what these are? They're super important. They're the most important marketing collateral information that you will ever gather, because based on these 3 things, that is how everything will run for you and how much you can charge and how effective it is. Are we ready? I didn't have to do that. Huh? Okay, nobody? Okay, I'm here alone. Just kidding, I'm not. Here we go. Number 1. This is a lifelong process of niching, okay? But once you figure that out, guys, you're on your way. Go watch the interviews that I did with my clients. This is the answer. We fix this in all of my coaching programs. In every single one, we perfect this. I am a professional at it. For coaching programs, I'm a professional in niching and coaching programs. Who else are you going to find that can help you with that? No one. I'm telling you already. So what is your plan if you don't fill out that application? Please. This is the answer. Okay, I'll stop. I'm not begging. Because I have so many people, I just want you to get out of your own way. That's all I want. Okay? Positioning where your coaching program is in the marketplace. Why do we care about that? Because that is your dialect. If you don't speak the language, you cannot sell to them. You don't know the language unless you know where you're staying. And finally, messaging. That's copy. That is how to take the information we gathered that we know about niching and positioning and putting it in a beautiful little box. Oh, I'm going to draw a present. Here I go. Yes, she did it. That's a present. And wrapping it up in a present to give it to your customers so they understand it. And they will say, you're speaking my language, Lindsay. You got my number on that one. You know exactly what I'm going through. And when we can do that, selling group coaching is super easy. It's authentic. It's an invitation. It's a joint. It's a co-creation between you and your customers so you can help them. And you can help the rest of the world. Okay. I'll leave you with this. Fill out your applications to work with us. At a maximum, I'll change your life in my coaching program. Okay, that's like that's what's available for you. That's what's behind door number 1, and almost a certainty if I can help you and you choose to come in with me. Cool, different life. All the way down to, okay, we get on a coaching call. Maybe you're not in a place where I can help you, which is totally fine, but I want to help you in the future. So at a minimum, I'm going to give you your next steps. Listen, what would I do if I were you? You're not quite ready for this yet. This is what I would do. Go and do it, and then call me. Okay? That's what I got. That's what I got. Guys, thank you for joining me for this QA. Go get those applications filled out, and hopefully you guys will come and join me at the QA here at 3 o'clock. That's a couple hours from now. All right? We'll see you guys later. Thank you so much for joining me. Fill out that application, and I'll see you later.